Hello, everybody. Andrea Tarevsky here with Dental L Tutoring. I've been in the dental profession now since I was 19, and I'm almost 32, so time sure goes by fast. But a common question that a lot of moms and dads have is, my kid doesn't like to brush their teeth. I don't want to force them, but every time they come in, they have cavities because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So how can I help them but still be a good parent and not force them, but to clearly kind of push them along? So it depends on the age, of course, of the child. So let's just say you're talking about your child's 2 years old, or you're talking to a parent. Ask them first how old the child is if they're not in the office now. If they're 2 years old, let them know that's a normal reaction. For a 2-year-old to just be like, get away from me, that's a normal reaction. But as a mom and a dad, you need to pick up the toothbrush for them and help them brush their teeth. What I tell parents is, depending on the child, is, you should be using their toothbrush first on them, do a good job. If they want to use the toothbrush themselves afterwards, so if you have a child who says, well, now I would like to do it, so obviously not a 2-year-old, but then let them, but you should always be using the toothbrush on them first or afterwards, because I do have some moms and dads say to me, well, he likes to brush his teeth, so I just let him do his thing. And that's awesome, but he's probably not able to reach everywhere. So you should also be doing it too, but let them know, make sure that they let their son or daughter know, like, that is awesome that you like to use the toothbrush yourself, but now let me make sure that your teeth are nice and, smooth and shiny. Some kids may like that, some kids will not, but it's just something you have to do. And then you hope as they get older that it will get easier. And it usually does, but not always. There are some kids out there who don't like toothpaste. They will use their toothbrush, but they will not use toothpaste. That's okay. Obviously we prefer them to use toothpaste because if they're having the toothpaste in there, it's just easier to take away the plaque that's in the mouth. But can they use the toothbrush without toothpaste? Yes. Like if you have a kid who's like, ew, I don't like that. I see that all the time. So is it normal? Well, not really, but it does happen. So that's totally okay as long as they are able to use their toothbrush and do a good job. They don't need toothpaste. It's better to have toothpaste, but they don't need it. And keep in mind too that they may not like that certain toothpaste. So if you buy another one, give it a try and maybe they'll like that one more. Even when I see some kids in the office, the parents say to me, don't use any of the toothpaste on their teeth because they won't like it. I'm like, okay, no problem. So I still polish, and it's not doing the most amazing job, but it's still doing a good job if I am able to polish. Because if you're not able to, then the plaque is still on there, right? So then you're not cleaning the plaque off. So you do still have to polish, but just some kids don't like the toothpaste. Those seem to be the most common. And another thing that I will always tell the moms and dads is, you have to make it fun. Never ever say, okay, guys, it's time to use our toothbrush. It's time to brush our teeth. No, make it fun, or, make it sound as normal as possible. Like, okay, guys, it's now 7:30. Let's all go brush our teeth. So make sure to show them how, so you should be doing it at the same time. Because if you're trying to teach them how to use their toothbrush and you are brushing maybe not every day, who knows, that's not setting a good example for them. So you need to show them that it's exciting and that it's a good thing to brush your teeth. You have to show them these things, because if they're looking at you, you may not notice that they're watching you, but they are. So you should make it as like, hey guys, it's 7:30. Let's all go brush our teeth, so that they like it, okay? If they're kicking and screaming, well, you know what? Too bad, because they have to brush their teeth. If they don't, they will get cavities. And cavities cause pain. And also another note is to make sure that the kids are seeing a dentist every 6 months, starting the age of 2. If not earlier, if you're not sure about something, if you're like, oh, a tooth looks a little bit funny, they might have a cavity, I think I see a hole in there, you know. So it's okay to see the dentist before age 2, but age 2 at the latest, okay? If your kid is 4 or 5 and they haven't seen the dentist yet, it's time, okay? It's time to go see the dentist. And a lot of kids, they don't like seeing them. You know, if they haven't seen the dentist before, they're not really sure what to expect, because they're thinking, do I have to go to see the doctor? I don't like the doctor because the doctor always, you know, hurts me, or, you know, they're used to getting a needle. So they're like, I don't want to go to the doctor. Let them know that the doctor and the dentist is something different. To have to go to the dentist is a lot more exciting, because they can have a toy, usually, you know, depending on the office, but as far as I know, every kid should have a toy at the end of their appointment. And some offices have TVs on the ceiling, you know, some offices have certain things that other offices don't have, but let them know that it's exciting. It's exciting because they can see us and we can make their teeth nice and smooth and shiny, and that's it. That's all it is. And then we have a look to make sure that their teeth are nice and you know, healthy. If you say, okay, it's time to go to the dentist, but don't worry, it's not gonna hurt, you know, don't worry. Don't even put that thought into their head, because of course it's not gonna hurt. But if you say to them it's not gonna hurt, they're thinking, oh, is it gonna hurt? Is it supposed to hurt? I didn't think it was supposed to hurt. Oh my God. So if you're talking, you know, depending on who's watching the video, if you're a dental professional, if you're a mom, if you're a dad, but if you're a dental professional, let the moms and dads know. Act excited, you know, act excited. Act like it's an exciting thing to come to the dentist. Never say hurt. Never say needle. Never ever say things like, if you get a cavity, you're in big trouble. You know, don't say things like that, because the kids don't want to have a cavity, right? Even if they're not using their toothbrush. You know, I think it's a lot easier to say to a child, I mean, I don't have kids, so I can't speak from experience, but I don't think it's very nice to say, oh, well, if you have a cavity, you'll be in big trouble, you know? Just let them know, if you use your toothbrush every single day, this is how your teeth will stay shiny. I mean, every kid is different. It's easier to tell a teenager, you know, well, if you brush twice a day, your teeth won't have those horrible stains all over them, you know, because they are more concerned about their appearance, right? So if their teeth have stains, let them know, well, if you brush twice a day every day and see us every 6 months, your teeth won't have stains on them, you know? Yet if you're talking to a 3-year-old, they don't care that they have stains. They might, but you know, you have to think of something that the child cares about and then kind of go from there, you know. I remember when I was a teenager, you know, like I didn't always brush perfectly, because I'm only human, right? I had my first cavity when I was 14 or 15. And I remember the dental hygienist saying to me, like, oh, your teeth usually look pretty good, but your cavity is in between the teeth. If you were to use the floss every day, this wouldn't have happened, Andrea. Like, what were you thinking? You know, she said it in a nice way, but she also said, like, all you have to do is use that every single day, and then you would never have cavities in between the teeth. So what are you doing? You know, and I was like, oh, so if I floss every day, this won't happen again? She's like, no, it shouldn't, you know, because things happen. But the best thing that you can do is brush twice a day and floss every day, and limit your sugar, you know, candies, things like that. But if you are doing everything that you possibly can, you will have nice teeth. And just because your mom, your dad, your sister may have horrible teeth does not mean you will too, okay? My family doesn't have the nicest teeth, you know, they have a lot of cavities. Do I have a lot of cavities? No, I've had one. And that was when I was a kid, so it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. So just because, you know, they're moms or dads, because a lot of people will say to you, well, my mom has horrible teeth, so then I'm just gonna have horrible teeth too. No, if you do not brush and floss, yes, you will have horrible teeth. It's just how it goes, right? But yeah, we're talking about children right now. So what else can I say about children? I think I kind of got most of it. If you guys think of anything that I missed, let me know. If you guys have questions, please let me know. But I guess to just sort of recap, a child should see the dentist by age 2 at the latest. If they're 4 or 5 or more and they haven't seen a dentist, it's time to go, okay? It's time to go see the dentist, and make it exciting for them. You know, never ever say things like, oh, it's time to go to the dentist. Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt. You know, don't say things like that. Make it exciting, make it fun, and they will like to go to the dentist. Children should be using their toothbrush twice a day, depending on the age. You may have to help them first. So you may have to use the toothbrush on them first. Sorry, my hair is kind of messy. You may have to use the toothbrush on them first, and then have them brush their teeth after that, because kids may try the best they can, but they're not able to reach everywhere. Some parents ask me, is it a good idea to purchase an electric toothbrush for their kids? Yes, we love them because it makes it even more exciting for them, because the electric toothbrush does all the work, right? They still obviously have to get in there, but it does do most of the work for them. So that does help a lot. So I don't think I mentioned that before. But yes, I love electric toothbrushes. A child should be seeing the dentist every 6 months for, you know, a cleaning, for a checkup. Limit the sugar intake. If your child likes to eat sugar, and if you're a dental professional watching this, let the parents know that they should be drinking more water, because water helps to neutralize the acids in the mouth. So let's say your child's having a lollipop and it takes them half an hour to eat that lollipop, you know, have them have water at the same time, because that will help to neutralize the acids. Anything sugary that they have, even pop, have them drink water also, or at the very least, have water afterwards and kind of swish around. That will neutralize the acids, because they don't want that acid attack in there, because that's what causes cavities. Okay, but I can talk about the acid attacks in another video. But yeah, you guys, I hope that helped. If I forgot anything, please let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know, because I'm just so happy to help. I am more than happy to help, because sometimes I think that things may be obvious when they're not. So please just let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.